So I figure I am going to work with one of my encaustic collage pieces and put that on the cover. And I think it'll work out good because on the cover I wanted to include a lot of my favorite things. So encaustic is one of them. Working with different fabrics like from South America, I really enjoy that. So I'll incorporate that onto the cover. I've been doing forever and a day, working with also rust. And so I thought, well, incorporating those textiles, the encaustic, and then the rust, I think, it will hopefully it'll work well together. I think it will. I think it will. And these are one of my ladies when, way back when, we did some ladies from South America and Mexico, and she is one of them. So there's a lot of flowers around her. So also, I love doing natural dyeing. So obviously, she is a natural dyer because she's around all these plants. That's my storyline. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, again, I mentioned we have a predetermined size, which was, here we go, 7.5 by 5.5. So that's the size that I cut these out. This is some pretty heavy duty chipboard. So that's going to be the cover and with the 2-inch spine. So my plan, let me move this a little bit. My plan is to put either, because I like working with different weights of canvas, and this is just a drop cloth. I love working with drop cloths. So I thought of putting that on the, I'm not sure if that'll be the cover, the back or the front of the cover, but I think that's what I want to do, and leave a space for the spine so it can easily bend. And if you're not, if you're new to my channel based on this collaboration, I'm not a measurer, I'm an eyeballer. So when people say, well, what's the, what space did you leave? I don't know. I have no idea. And then I like this piece, and it looks like, it goes over a little bit. There'd be plenty of room that way and less room this way. So I guess it's going this way, which means the little birdie's going to get covered up because that's the spine. The little birdie's going to get covered up because I want to put I think this is where my head's at right now. I may change my mind. I may say, let's just leave the birdie where it is because the birdie's right there, right smack in the spine. Who am I to deny the birdie? And you know what I'm saying? Who knows? I don't know. Everything's in flux. Like I said, you get a plan and then something else takes over and there you go. So that would be on, let's say if that's the cover. Let's just talk out loud here. Let's look at this together. So if we did that, and we put her there, yes, no, maybe, it may work. You just don't know. So let's just, first things first, let's glue this stuff down. And, and if I don't like it, hey, I've got more cardboard. I have more fabric. The only thing for sure I'm sticking with is her. Everything else is up for grabs that we can change. All right. So I like using fabric tack with stuff like this. Everybody has their, their go-to. So let's just kind of give the same amount on either side here, and then let's just glue this puppy down. And of course, you know, fabric tack is very messy. All right, just a little spreader. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not worried about all of this because this is staining that was already there, and I'm going to be adding some color to it. So, not to worry. So, let's see which is the front. Oh, that's the front. Now, if that's going to go... So it's about an inch or so. So let me see. I'll get a pen just to visualize. I don't want to cut or tear anything yet because I'm not really sure how I want to finish those edges off. So I'm not really sure. So I don't have a plan. I don't have a plan yet, but I do need some visual aid. So this needs to line up approximately right there, and this is approximately right there. This line will, just so I know what I'm doing when it's glue time. Because, you know, if I leave it to chance, chances are I'm going to make a mistake. Big time. Big time. So, okay, let's do this left-handed. Can I do that left-handed? Probably not. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. So now we'll put the glue down. Okay. Right, we got that part done. Now the decision. What I've done in the past, and I like the way it looks, is instead of folding these over like that, like you would normally, I sort of like to leave a little bit hanging over, and then I stitch it all the way around, and it does leave a pretty good finish to it. So I think while I was gluing it down, I decided that's what I wanted to do. So let me do some cutting. And I'll start off by just, let's see, cutting it off maybe about, just to give me room. Later on, I'll cut it a little shorter, because that just give me enough, giving me, oops, let me see if I can tear this. No, giving me enough to sew it and then cut it a little bit shorter afterwards, or else I'll be struggling trying to do that stitching. Oops, look what I did. It's okay. It's okay, Rosemary. See, I just started, and you see where the plan went. You saw where my plan went really fast, didn't you? Downhill. Totally downhill. That's okay. Okay, so now I have to go find me some thread that I want to use, and then I will be right back.